Este video es presentado por el Sistema Ciencia Garza Educativa de la Universidad Autónoma del Estado de Hidalgo. Para mayor información, visítanos en www.uaeh.edu.mx. Gracias por aprender.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Muy buenos días. Yo soy la maestra María de Lourdes Orozco Ramírez y en la materia de Desarrollo Sustentable y del Medio Ambiente, algo que vamos a ver son los ecosistemas. Entonces, para dar la continuidad a los ecosistemas, vamos a ver cuáles son los elementos básicos de esto. Ustedes van a hacer esa interacción. ¿Y cómo la van a hacer? Como lo están haciendo en la participación que llevan a cabo a través de su programa. Muy bien, correcto. Van a explicar qué es energía, fotosíntesis, cadenas tróficas, ciclos biogeoquímicos, porque estos son los conceptos básicos que nos permiten entender el funcionamiento y de la relevancia e importancia que tienen los ecosistemas. Aquí, como ustedes son los expertos y su formación y su perfil es ser docentes en la enseñanza de la lengua inglesa, lo van a hacer en el idioma inglés. Entonces, sean ustedes bienvenidos. Pasen, por favor.
Hello, good morning everyone. It's an enormous pleasure to be here with you all. In today's program, we are going to talk about a very interesting topic. But before we start, I'd like to introduce you my classmates. So, Karen, thank you for being with us.
Good morning everyone. Thank you, Jessica. I'm so pleased to be here with you, all of you girls. But I'm fine, thanks. But how are you today, Sam?
Thanks, Karen. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to share with you this incredible experience. I hope our listeners are as happy as us. Don't you think, Brenda?
Hi, Sam. I'm so excited too. It's a pleasure to be here with you girls. I hope everyone enjoys the program as much as I do.
Thank you so much, girls. I'm sure that we're going to have a very interesting program. So, we're going to talk about such important topic as the traffic chain is. So, Karen, would you like to start?
Of course, thanks a lot. Well, the term traffic chain is used to describe a competence for survival. In other words, it is about something like who is whom. Covering the environmental level, it is a linear sequence through which nutrients and the energy are transmitted. This with the purpose of an ecosystem to work correctly. Did you know that, Brenda?
No, I didn't know that the traffic chain has such an important place in the ecosystem. Thank you for the information, Karen. Would you like to continue, Jessica?
Of course. This chain is formed by 4 trophic levels. On the base of the trophic chain are the primary producers, which are algarobes. I mean that they make their own food. They are usually plants, algae, fungi, or bacteria. This trophic level has an important role in the ecosystems because we refer to one of the main mechanisms wherever the nutrients are reused by other organisms.
Primary consumers are those who feed on plants. They are named primary because they need to get solar energy stored in the form of cellulose or cellulose starch. This place is occupied by herbivores such as horses, rabbits, cows, sheep, worms, and bees. Could you please continue, Samantha?
Thank you, Brenda. Secondary consumers are those that eat primary consumers. These may be strictly carnivores, that is to say that they eat meat, or omnivores, they eat animals and plants. In this trophic level, we can talk about birds, cats, chicken, snakes, dogs, owls, sharks, and piranhas. Finally, we have the last level. Could you explain it, Karen?
Yes. The last one on the above-mentioned chain is the third consumers. In this level, we can find also omnivores or carnivore animals. These feed on the secondary consumers. Some examples about it are falcon, wildcat, and a human being. Especially the latter, since feeds on different species found at different trophic levels. Do you think, Jessie?
Yes, of course. So, now that we know the levels that make up the trophic chain, let's listen to the role that it plays in the environment. So, Brenda, would you like to explain us?
Yes, Jessica. It is necessary to have an order and a balance in the level that is part of the trophic chain. If one of the species that integrated disappears, it can cause alteration and destabilization of the ecosystem. Some of the causes of this destabilization are deforestation, pollution, unsuitable use of heavy and toxic metals, improper fishing, and overpopulation in exchange. Sam, why don't you give us an example?
Actually, I have a curious fact for you. Did you know that trees are the main home of a lot of spiders? Because of deforestation, they move to our houses and we kill them. Let's imagine what would happen if spiders disappear. We know that they eat flies, mosquitoes, and worms. Therefore, in the world will exist an insect. We have to consider that spiders help us in agricultural activity, as they reduce the number of plagues at the beginning of the harvest season. Finally, spiders kill other spiders, managing to keep their own balance.
Yes, you are right, all right, Sam, and I'm so grateful about this topic. And now, that's why that when I say that we must take care of the aspects that make a good operation to the traffic chain, like not throwing rubbish, using a bike instead of a car, and turning off the lights when you don't need them. And as we mentioned previously, the human being is also a part of the traffic chain. Therefore, all the decisions we make today will have consequences in the future.
Of course, it is essential that we are aware of the importance of the environment. Remember that our passage through this world is temporary, so it is up to us to leave a better heritage to our future generations and be the change that our planet needs.
Well, now that we are aware of the importance of the traffic chain in the ecosystem, it's up to us to take responsibility and be careful of our actions because they can have repercussions in the planet, which is our home.
So girls, what do you think about the importance of the traffic chain? Sam, why don't you start?
Well, from my point of view, I consider that it's important for other people to know how the traffic chain works. Sometimes we think that the environment just includes human beings, and that's not the case. We need everything we find in the ecosystem, every animal and plant, to have a place to live. What do you think, Liz?
Well, that is very true. Sometimes it seems like a very boring topic, but it is important to know that the world is our home and we need to take care about it. Don't you think, Brenda?
Karen, would you like to continue?
Yes, of course, girls, as you mentioned previously, I really insist about this important topic. It is essential to know because we must take care of our dear planet. That's where we live, and we have to be responsible of our actions, of everything. Don't you think, Brenda?
Yeah, I'm so agree with you. Alright, dear listeners, this was our talk about the traffic chain. We hope you have enjoyed it and keep it in mind. Thank you.
If you want to know more about the environment, you have to keep listening to cooperativo at 3 p.m. in the next program, Biological Cycle, next week. Thank you.
Hi everybody, this is B Green. I am Jasmine and I'm with Erla and Eve. And today we're going to talk about geochemical cycles of sulfur and nitrogen, solar function in an ecosystem.
Well, they are another process in which elements are excited in function of the environment towards living things. These elements are used in certain quantities to perform biological processes, such as sulfur and nitrogen.
Now, we are going to tell you about an essential element for the function of the ecosystem, sulfur, which makes a whole process to reach living things. The steps are:
First, plants absorb sulfur in form of sulfate through the roots and incorporate them into their plant substance becoming sulfate.
2. The various animals feed on the plants and get the sulfur in their body.
Third, carnivores feed on the herbivores, and in this way the sulfur is present in their body.
4. When an animal dies, some bacteria decompose their body and again sulfur returns to the ground.
This is how sulfur becomes their bodies.
Well, the sulfur is an essential element in living things because proteins maintain their form and perform their tasks optimally.
In fact, do you know that 1.25% of human body is formed by sulfur, which is the guideline that is very vital important component in humans?
What an interesting fact, yes. Now I realize how important sulfur is in my body.
Also, it's important to maintain a balance between sulfur and other elements in the earth.
Nowadays, there has been an imbalance of this element.
That's right. Industrial activity causes excess emission of sulfur gases in the atmosphere.
Also, we must take into account that any kind of pollution from gases.
One tip to reduce the gases is to make the smallest possible use of cars to reduce pollution.
Yeah, if you keep in mind that this small contribution will make a big difference.
Exactly. Did you know that it isn't the only element that is present in living things?
There is much more elements among them. It's nitrogen.
It has its own process to get to living things. It goes by the following process.
First, nitrogen is found in 50 8% of the atmosphere. Therefore, it is a place of the earth where we live.
Second, plants, animals, and humans need nutrients for a biological process, but we're not able to acquire it in natural state.
3. In the case of soil, certain bacteria are responsible for turning it into nutrients.
4. When an organism dies, nutrients enter the soil and the cycle begins again.
Oh, it's important to know how the nutrients reach your body and the living things.
Well, now let's talk about the function in the ecosystem.
Nitrogen is an essential element in the nutrition of plants in the form of presence of proteins in the components of animal fibers.
Yes, and as consumers of vegetables, this element becomes essential for us.
In fact, you know that the lack of nitrogen in the human body results in a lack of relation of muscles, products in the cardiovascular system, in the central and peripheral nervous system.
This tip is very important because it helps the balance of the earth.
Above using fertilizers containing nutrients in agriculture as they produce the growth of other microorganisms such as algae and fungi.
The excessive growth of plants and fungi results in other plants and animals dying for lack of oxygen.
So if you are an agriculture system, don't use this type of fertilizer. You will contribute to the environment.
About using them in your home, you don't know what benefit it will bring.
Remember that you cannot spend a single day on air without having an impact of the world. What do you make a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Jane Goddard.
That's all on our part. See you soon, and thanks for the space.
Hi, my name is Luis González, and I'm in the 7th semester, studying a degree in the science. For me, it's astonishing to see the development of the group in such as important subjects such as the environment development. And in the situation of content development on the subjects, science, you not only acquire the knowledge for yourself, but you also are able to share it with others, the international public, using the radio, by which you explain what the environment is and the part it plays in take care of us all. It is important to say the use helps to put our academic consciousness about life in this backgroup in perspective. The importance of your environment and take care on the earth. We want to congratulate you for being an excellent group, and you got the conviction for the job and quality of force necessary. Congratulations, group.